experience. Phil's going to dim the lights a bit. Do I need to move up? Need an elevator. All right. When we take a journey, a spiritual journey like this, and it takes us back in time, it's powerful. It's very, very powerful to do that. And I want you to know that your experience is going to be what's right for you, what you're going to experience. If you fall asleep, you're meant to. Just allow it to be what it is. Just go with the flow and realize that you have the right to experience this experience because you have that sense of eternity within you. You can go beyond time. So take a deep breath in, close your eyes, and get centered. Another deep breath in, and exhale and get centered. Imagine yourself completely surrounded in love and light. And imagine the part of you that is eternal in nature is in complete harmony with that love and that light. It's so familiar. You know it. And your journey on this physical plane is the process by which you are going to return back to that eternal sense, that eternal source. For this moment, we're just going to enjoy that expression of love and light. And allow your awareness now to take you back into the creation. And know that you have a right to take that journey. Perhaps you have a large view of the earth as it's being created. Or perhaps you're on the face of the earth as it's being created. And you will intuitively be drawn to a time and an experience that is right for you, that may have significance in your life for now. So just be aware, are you here to experience when the light is separated from the darkness, that very first expression of light? Or are you here when the waters are separated and air is created, that expanse? Are you here when the dry land appears, when the water is separated from dry land? Are you here when the sun and the moon and the stars are created? Or are you drawn to the time when the birds and the fish are created? Or are you here when all the beasts and the creepy things and humanity is created? Or are you here when God is resting? Perhaps you want to scan all of those and see which one calls you back for a second look. Knowing that whatever you experience will have significance for you. You don't have to remember which number it was. Just be aware of what's going on and what comes to your awareness. Perhaps you have a sense of the presence of God. Perhaps you have a sense of the Spirit of God. Perhaps you have a sense of that Christ consciousness, the Word of God, the expression of God. You may or may not. Whatever you experience is what's right for you. And know that you have the right to communicate with that divine source. What you experience of them is a direct reflection of who you are. What do you notice about them? Is it their loving nature? Is it their power? Is the expression of delight as they created things? Whatever you experience from them is a reflection of who you are, your essence, because you are made in the image of this divine experience. And now, please bring yourself back through time, back into your physical form, back into the here and now. This is a long journey, so take a moment to bring yourself fully back, fully conscious, fully aware of this moment. Bring your attention into your body. You might want to wiggle your feet, wiggle your toes, open your eyes when you feel comfortable doing so. You might want to touch your face. When we take a long journey through time like that, sometimes touching your face helps you get back into your physical form. That was a long journey. It was a big one. It was a big one. And we took it rather quickly. So let's go through this because I want to share with you, and I want to share with our friends on the video, what each of these might mean for you. If you came back, if you were drawn to the time when the light and the darkness were first separated from each other, God said, "Let there be light." This is letting you know that it's time for you to weigh pros and cons about something and make a decision. The time for vacillating is over. It's time to make that decision. Weigh it. Pros and cons. There's no right or wrong, good or bad. The light has purpose and the darkness had purpose. It's not about, oh, I've got to be perfect or I have to make the right choice. It's what's right for you at this point in time. So make that choice. If you came back and you experienced when the waters were separated from the waters, this is when that firmament, the air that we breathe, is created. So it might be important for you to breathe right now. Just breathing, recognizing your physical form would be extremely important to you. That's a second day experience. A third day experience is when the dry land appeared. So there was a boundary for the water and a boundary for the dry land, and then vegetation appeared. If you were drawn back to this third day experience, now is the time for you to grow. And what will help you grow the best, the fastest, will be to set clear boundaries for yourself. So now is a time for growth, and you can achieve that by having very clear boundaries. This is where I am at, this is what I'm willing to do, this is what I'm not willing to do. Make sense? If you came back with the great lights, the sun, moon, and stars, this is about plotting your course. This is about, follow that North Star. Set a goal. This is the time to set your goal. You're in a place of goal setting. Does that make sense? If you came back when the birds were here and the fish, it's time to teach what you know. It's time to teach what you know. And when you came back with the creeping things and the beasts of the earth, the cattle, and humanity, this is a time for being very creative and really valuing who you are, having that self-authority, knowing that you have choice in your life. You can choose to be happy. You can choose to be miserable. You can choose to take care of yourself. You can choose to not. This is your time of not just making a decision, but choosing to live the life that you would have yourself live. If you came back on the 7th day to rest, you need some rest. So at this point, we're going to say goodbye to our people online. Thank you for being here with us.